comment, and I would like your comment on this dog. Everyone's calling her a puppy. She's 13 years old. She's like 91 years old. And they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. And you all heard the story of what she did when we were ordered homeless and left dead by illegal actions of a cop named Khrushchev, a 22-year-old detective, 22-year detective, they say, but he acted like he was a 22-year-old and ordered me and this dog to death. Broke the law. Yes, laid criminal charges, EU was false. In collaboration and doing favors for, I guess, for certain managers in Toronto, corrupt or cracked in a crack deal in housing corruption. And somehow they collaborated to try and get rid of me due to the 7 years I invested in doing what I said I would do in Toronto community housing, make it fit for children to grow, play, live, and prosper, not create crackheads and alcoholics and all these violence environments. I've lost so much friends who have died in Toronto community housing. I can't even count them on both hands. And it has traumatized me. We'll go into that details later. But energy here is going on like because we were homeless and we ended up in the shelter system and we were consistently surrounded by drugs because that's the environment. They call it harm reduction, but in reality, it's not harm reduction. It's creating greater harm, supplying crack pipes, needles, meth pipes, fentanyl, and all this being allowed to use in an environment that's supposed to help people get up. But in turn, they have people in the shelters who staff know, and most likely a lot of the staff were funding it, forcing these people to the environment where they end up down, because that's what fentanyl is called now, the down. Everybody's doing the down, and it's similar to crack. So a lot of people are mistaken down pipes for cracks. So the people are using down on the crack pipe, and then people who are crack addicts or who use crack, they end up picking up these pipes, thinking that they can get a push off it, and it turned out it was fentanyl, and they're losing their lives. And that's the mentality of my media opponents, who the media put in place by not telling you about Mr. Kevin Clark. But, let's talk about Annecy. Annecy, when she has to go into bed, Annecy takes up the old bed. She takes up all the sheets and everything. And if I need to cover to stay warm or if I'm in pain, Annecy, she just shrugs off and goes to her couch. But Annecy comes around like she has been exposed to these secondhand drug use. Yes, because it seems it got into your system because now you're acting like these addicts. They ignore us. Ignore us. They piss on shit wherever they want. They throw the litter wherever they want, and they go around like they own the city. But when they're hungry, when they spend all the money on drugs, and their old disability check goes back to Doug Ford, because I heard Doug Ford used to be a dealer. And I want to know how come there's so much extensive amount of drug use since Mr. Ford became premier. Like, is Doug still trying his all trade? And it's COVID. The same symptoms of people who are on drugs or on chemical drugs is the same symptoms that they use for COVID. But we'll deal with that later. Look at her, okay? She takes over the place. She likes to intimidate. She barks when you were already told that you had no teeth. So when are you going to bite? She likes to nip at joggers. I have to hold her on a short leash. She sees their balls jingling while they're running down the street and they try to run around her. She nips towards them. It's like, hey, I'm talking to you. The only time you seem to want to be around me, only time you want is when you want food. If it's food, you're jumping, you're right there. Those who are on the street. They spend all the money on dope, spend it on alcohol, spend it all on lust. And then they come after they piss and shit and throw everything everywhere, break glass, throw their needles, their crack pipes everywhere. And then when they're hungry, then they come and they butter up to us. Look, hey, Annecy, listen. second-hand crack smoke, second-hand fentanyl smoke. Yes, there are symptoms. Are you saying by being in the shelter, that shelter where all the windows were locked and people were allowed to use fentanyl? Oh, you're saying that it got into your system and now you're acting like one of them. Hey, I lost my 2 cats and they try and blame me for that. But I rescued you twice. Rescued you from them abusing you. Look at how your head was out and your ears were out. And then you are going on like them too. When was the last time you had a bath, Hennessy? Ennis, hey, you're going to have a bath today. You're not one of the drug addicts in the city of Toronto. We're going to have real harm reduction. You're going to eat regularly, sleep regularly, go out for walks regularly. And then we are going to respect others. Don't just come around when you want food. All right? All right? Let me tell you. Very simple. Okay? Don't just use me for food. Hey! And then you ignore me. You're acting like these people on the streets of Toronto. And see, hey! After you get the food, you ignore me. We're going to have another talk, all right? I have a Children's Unified Friendship Pizza Party tomorrow, and we're going to have to prepare for that. But we're going to have a serious talk. Okay? A serious talk. It's a two-way street, not just your way. All right? You're going to take advantage of me anymore. Okay? You're taking advantage of the love. Okay? I'm telling you, you watch me. Watch. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.